Welcome back to Wiremod Workshop, where I show you how to make a bunch of random stuff in Wiremod. Today I decide to show you how to make a basic Wiremod rocket launcher. I'm using Greenwich's base for this, and the mod you're most definitely going to want for this is an Expression 2 extension called Sentcore, which lets you spawn entities, which you can find on the Steam Workshop. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to make this today. Let's get right into it. So, in front of me is a button and an Expression 2 chip. And what this is going to do, let's look in the code of this. You can see, I got an input called spawn, and if spawn E equals sentSpawn rocket, of course. Now, first, before I start editing this, let me tell you, if you want to put a specific rocket in there, go to the spawn menu where the rocket is, right-click the rocket you want it to spawn, click copy to clipboard, and copy it into this little string area, which is in gray. Okay, now let's see what this does. It should be obvious what it does, but okay, I'm gonna point this in some ridiculous direction, like here, and spawn it. Observe what happens. Why is it pointing there? Okay, well, let's try a different direction. Still pointing the same direction. Now, let me explain to you why, first of all, why this is happening and why we don't want it to happen. Mind you, we're making a rocket launcher, and so if they're always pointing in this direction, then we can't make a rocket launcher very easily. So what this is doing is spawning the rockets at vector 0, 0, 0, which means they'll always be pointing in this direction. Let me show how to fix that. I have this code in the description if you don't want to have to deal with this. But this is version 2. And what this is doing is making the rocket spawn local to the chip. So wherever the chip is pointing, the rockets will spawn in that direction. And okay, let me show you this code. Spawn is still on that. I will point this, say, this direction. Now, you can see it's spawning in the right direction. So that's useful. Now, what if we want these rockets to fire when we spawn them? What I usually do is put this here, go into the wire search menu, look for user, adjust the range if you want to, and what you want to do, I'm just going to put this here, since I'm making like a super basic one, and you want to go to wire, and put fire on the user to whatever you're using to fire it. I'm using a button. And so now, what this should do is spawn and fire. Make sure, of course, to weld the user and the chip. So now, if I were to point this in this direction, sometimes it doesn't fire, and if you want a video on how to fix that, I can and will show you. But basically, this is how you do that. If you want a video on how to make it actually, like, always fire, let me know in the comments below, and I will show you how to fix that. And, you know, if you want to make a rocket launcher that you can point around with WASD space, whatever, I have a video on how to do gun controls that might help you with that. So, that is basically how to make a super basic one of those. So, hopefully that was helpful if you're trying to make a rocket launcher. I hope you enjoyed that, and if there's something you want me to explain about making the rocket launcher more, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will make sure to, reply to that. Or make a video on that. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!